one knows how we came to this land. A land filled with magic and danger.
Billy Connolly, you are no stranger to the voiceover. You have, of course, done Open Season, and you have been doing adverts for Australian banks and ING
Oh, of course
for years
it
and
is,
years.
yeah. They dropped me for a monkey or something.
But I wanted to ask, when Pixar calls, what happens?
Well, it wasn't a call. It was a gradual thing. They phoned my office asking if I would be interested at all in doing it. And then when I met them, they had been at my house in Scotland. I didn't know. And then we met in Montreal to talk about it because I was working there, and they'd found that I liked cigars, and they brought me cigars, and I thought, oh, this is nice people.
So that's what they won you over with, cigars?
Yeah, they won me over with poison.
Yeah, well, we won't go into that. Now, it's my understanding that animators, they like to draw on the physical characteristics of the voice actors. Now, what happens when you see King Fergus?
I just loved him. He'd, from the word go, he'd all shouting and blah, 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 blah. And that's quite easy to do. And I fell in love with him very quickly.
Okay, but you didn't see any physical resemblance?
No, I didn't.
Not with that nose?
No. Although I did like him, I like his style.
Yeah, fair enough. Did they at least get your tartan right?
No.
No.
I told them that what I wanted. I wanted Gun, G-U-N, and because it's my favourite one. And you can wear any tartan. You don't need to wear your own family's tartan.
Really?
You can wear any old tartan anytime you like. And there's a huge amount of them. There's even an Elvis Presley tartan and a Bay City Rollers tartan.
So tell me, what is the best part about being an animated king?
Shouting and bawling and throwing your weight around and being that kind of guy, because I'm not really that kind of guy. And it's great because the making of an animated film is such a nice process with just two of you in the room, the director and you, and you just get to show off a wee bit. Once you get over the initial embarrassment, that one of you is working and the other one's taking notes. Oh God, they're going to love me for that. One of you's working, and so you get to do things you didn't know you could do.
Yeah, you just have a bit of a play.
Yeah, and he'll say, do it angrier, and you do it angrier, and do it funnier, and you do it with a laugh in your voice. Because I remember distinctly at one point, halfway through a sentence, laughing and then carrying on. He said, oh God, that's great. I said, oh, I didn't try that, it just happened. I said, I don't know if I could do it again. And I tried it and I could. And so you...
Okay, so
because I used to find laughing very difficult to do.
Really?
When I was acting.
That strikes me as incongruous.
Laughing I found easy to laugh, but to laugh like that,
Laugh on cue?
Yeah, I found it impossible. And then I got deeply embarrassed about the whole affair,
Right, here we go. I don't want to get married. I want to stay single and let my hair flow in the wind as I ride through the glen, firing arrows into the sunset.
Now, it strikes me that Australia kind of had their take with Pixar, their Pixar interpretation with Finding Nemo back in 2003, and now it's Scotland's turn. So what do you think the Scottish people are going to make of being immortalised by Pixar?
I think they like it. They do tend to like stuff about Scotland, the Scots. And as a matter of fact, they even like the rubbish, because Scotland is like Ireland. They buy, and I think Australia's the same. They have a tendency to buy the tourist crap for themselves. They have it in their own houses. Wee Loch Ness monsters and things.
Nice. Okay, so
and snow globes with a piper in it. They tend to buy.
While they're inventing their own tartans, they've also got the tourists' tat.
Yeah.
So do you think it will do more for the Scottish culture than Braveheart?
Most things will. Because rewriting history is a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
And I think Braveheart had a good go at that. So, and Scottish soldiers don't moon the opposition. That was invented by students at Berkeley.
there's a little bit of mooning that goes on in Brave as well.
Well, we're copying Braveheart.
Yeah, it's like we'll blame Braveheart. So there's also been a lot made of Pixar choosing this story to be the first female protagonist. What
Yeah.
is it about a Scottish lass that garners that honour?
I haven't a clue. I think it's got more to do with the hair than anything else. I think there's a lot of hair flying,
hair.
big hair, and Scottish lass, all that kind of imagery, you know. Plus, you know, she's the king's daughter, and should be behaving herself accordingly, and isn't, and that people find that very attractive.
Merida! Curse this dress!
It would be remiss of me not to ask you about The Hobbit. You're going from one extreme to the other. You've got a larger-than-life king to a dwarf.
Yeah.
What's it like on the set with Peter Jackson?
It's extraordinary. It's just extraordinary. But I'm a dwarf, but I'm a killer dwarf, you know. I'm a dwarf you would be terrified of.